Hey, welcome. Thanks for being here. Today's practice will be lower impact, lower effort yoga to stimulate your lymphatic system. I also have some moderate and higher effort practices available. Same focus if that is what you're looking for today. If this is what you're looking for today, then let's get started. Beginning today, laying on our backs, and we'll have our knees bent and the soles of our feet on the floor. You could also have a rolled up blanket, pillow, or bolster under your knees to support if you like, or extra cushion under your low back if that feels good. But we have the knees bent to create a little softness to the belly, and I have both hands resting on my belly. We will start with just some really deep, intentional breathing. So having my hands here is going to give me a little bit of feedback as to how much movement I have. So as I inhale deeply, imagining that process of fully expanding through the lungs. As I do that, the diaphragm draws down and creates space, belly comes out. And then fully relaxing the belly, and it draws in and relaxes toward the spine. As I exhale, really deep, intentional inhale, fully expanding the lungs, diaphragm draws down, belly expands. Exhale, belly relaxes. Full exhale. Continuing with this really deep, intentional breath, expansive in, slow, complete out. Feeling the hands rise and fall as you fill and empty. Take a couple more full inhales, complete exhales, feeling that movement of the belly, movement of the hands. And then gently let go of your breath control, return to a natural breathing rhythm. Letting the lower body rest as is comfortable. Start to slowly rotate your neck, bringing your gaze out to your right side. And then lift gaze to the ceiling, slow rotate, opposite side, gaze to the left. Start this gentle rock movement, side to side, head turning one way and then the other. And then allow your head to come back to center. Bring that awareness back to your belly. Take a few more full inhales and easy, complete exhales. Feeling the belly lift as you fully expand the lungs. The belly relax and draw in as you fully empty the lungs. And release control of the breath, settle back to a natural breathing rhythm. Draw your right knee in toward your belly. Bring your hand onto that knee. Using the support of your hand, start to guide that knee in some circles. So the movement's actually coming from the hip joint as you circle this knee one direction. And then switch the direction of your movement, circling the knee opposite direction. Find stillness with that right foot. Guide the right sole of the foot back to the floor. Readjust your hips and spine as needed. Lift your left knee towards your belly. Hand to the knee, circling the knee, movement coming from the hip. Switch the direction of your movement. Find stillness. Bring the sole of that left foot back down to the mat. Readjust hips and spine as needed. Heel toe your feet just a little bit wider, so they're about as wide or maybe a little wider than the outer part of your pelvis. Scoot your hands out of the way wherever resting them feels comfy. Slowly lower your knees over to your right side. As you do that, your left glute's gonna lift up off of your floor a little bit. Lift those knees back to center and let them fall to the other side. Continue with this slow lift and lower side to side. Lift both of your knees. Bring those feet back together so ankles, knees, hips are about in the same plane. So we have just a little bit of space between our knees. Again, hands are just resting out of the way wherever feels comfortable. And then imagine pulling your left knee directly away from your left hip. As you do that, your hips might rock to the right a little. That left glute may lift from the earth a little. But the intention is not side to side as we were doing before, but reaching long away from you and then letting that left knee come back in, glute settles down. Reach your right knee away from your right glute and bring that knee back in. So again, we're creating a little bit of side to side movement here, just by nature of the pulling of the knee away, but the intention is really drawing long through the knee, bringing it back in, drawing long through the knee, and bringing it back in. Continue a few more. And then allow both those knees to settle, hips to soften. Readjust hips and spine as needed. Pull both knees in towards your belly. Zip the legs together. So whole inner line of the leg is now resting together, and we'll bring the hands to the kneecaps. Keeping that inner line of the leg zipped together, knees moving as one unit. Start to guide the knees in some circles. Switch the direction of your movement. And find stillness in center. Now the legs will move in opposite directions. So imagine still knee circles, but the knees will mirror one another. So I'm gonna drop my knees wide to the side, let them reach away from me, draw them together again over the pelvis, pull them in toward the belly, dropping them wide, reaching away, coming together and up through midline, continuing circling this direction. Let those knees come together in center. Switch the direction of your movement. So knees draw away, fall wide, come toward the armpits, zip together over the chest or belly, reach away, fall wide toward the armpit, and circling this direction. And go ahead and bring those knees back together in center. Let the soles of the feet come back to your mat. We're gonna come back to a few belly breaths. So if you wanna grab that cushion under your knees for a moment, you're welcome to. Hands resting to the belly, a really full, expansive inhale. Exhale, fully relax the belly, falls toward the spine. Big in breath. And out breath. Take a couple more here. Releasing breath control. Coming back to that gentle movement of the head side to side, letting yourself twist, gazing one direction, Twist opposite direction, slow movement of the head side to side. And bringing the head to stillness. Pull both bent knees in towards your belly. Bring your right arm up above your right head. Roll yourself over to the fetal position, letting your head rest on your arm. Use the support of that left arm. Press yourself up to a seat. Either come onto the edge of a chair, firm couch, or grab a cushion to sit on so that you can sit cross-legged, one leg in front of the other, or kneeling, but bringing yourself up onto a chair or cushion so that you can have some ease in the low back and some ease in the hip flexors. Once you find that ease in the lower body, lift long through the crown of your head and then slowly drop your right ear towards your right shoulder. Slow, lift that head to its starting shape, opposite direction, left ear, left shoulder. Continue this slow movement, side to side. Lift the head, draw ear to shoulder. Lift the head, draw ear to shoulder. Take a couple more this direction. Lift that head all the way back up. Shrug shoulders up toward your ears. Draw them toward the wall behind you and let them slide down your back. Draw shoulders forward, up, back, down. Circling shoulders this direction. Let shoulders soften fully away from the ears and then move in the opposite way. So we'll draw them back, shrug them up, lift them forward, and lower them down. Circling this direction. And let those shoulders fully soften. Keeping the shoulders relaxed out of the ears as much as you can, so lots of space between ear and shoulder. Try not to be too engaged in this upper trap. We're going to cap the fingertips to the top of the shoulders and point our elbows out wide to the side. Starting to draw little circles in the air with your elbows. And then starting to exaggerate the size of that movement, the size of those circles gradually getting bigger and bigger and bigger. More of an emphasis on the elbows drawing down because that's what's really getting into compressing those lymph nodes in the armpit. No need to go really high at the top. Switch the direction of your movement. Soften the arms all the way back down to the sides. Release the hands. Lift long through the crown of your head. Slow, lower one ear to one shoulder. Lift to center, opposite side. Take a few more. Lift the head. Twist to one side, chin over the shoulder. Unwind to center, twist opposite direction, chin over shoulder. Moving side to side. Bringing gaze to the front, lift long through the crown, drop chin to chest. Start a slow side to side movement, letting your chin draw toward one collarbone, chin to chest, chin to opposite collarbone. Continue this side to side, slow swing or half circle of the head. And let the chin fall to the chest. Lift the head, lift the gaze. Bring the hands back to rest at the belly. Take a few full, expansive, intentional inhales. Slow, complete exhales, fully emptying the lungs. relax, release the breath, release the hands. That is our low impact, low effort practice for stimulating the lymphatic system. Hit like, hit subscribe, check out below for more videos, either introduction to your lymphatic system or getting into a more active practice. Have a wonderful day.